Hi everybody, welcome to Fiber at 4. This is Christiana coming to you live from the Longmont Yarn Shop. It is June 26th and oh my gosh, it's almost July. And I thought 2021 went fast. 2022 is going incredibly quickly. So here in Colorado, I don't know where you all are joining us from, but here in Colorado, we are going to be experiencing thunderstorms this afternoon. So of course, I'm going to talk about beach day. So you're probably all thinking, well, there are no beaches in Colorado. Why are you talking about beach stuff? Well, hey mom. Yeah, we're not by the ocean, but we do have reservoirs, we have lakes, so we kind of sort of have beaches. Plus, any of these projects could be transferable to a pool situation. Plus, I was looking at my international date calendar the other day, and it said that I think either Saturday or Friday was International Seafarers Day, so I thought we should celebrate everything beaches. So to start out with, I got to thinking, okay, what kind of projects could we make that are associated with the beach? First thing that came to my mind was cover-ups. So something you can slip on once you're done swimming so that you can go out to dinner or get a glass of water. So I looked on Ravelry, and you guys, if you're not on Ravelry, you need to be. They have all sorts of cover-up patterns, so that's where I got my yarn ideas from. And cover-ups can be anything from kind of like a wrap skirt type of thing to kind of an elongated sweater. So if you have a tank top or sleeveless sweater that you like, try just elongating it and kind of turning it into a dress. That would be really cute as a cover-up. So I have some suggested yarns for cover-ups that I think would work really, really well because A, the fiber content is great for summertime wear, so we're talking about lightweight yarns. And also, too, I feel like they would clean very easily, so if you do get sand or dirt on them, you could just sort of shake them out. So I'm going off camera here for a second. First yarn I want to show you is called Lanello. And this should look familiar to you if you watch our 1 o'clock lives. Cheryl used this for a sweater, and I believe she was wearing it Friday, I want to say. A Lanello is $24.99 per ball. This is a DK weight yarn, and it has a wonderful rainbow stripey effect. So this yellow that Cheryl used is more of a subtle color change than actual stripes. It has kind of a greenish yellow into kind of a pinkish yellow and all the way back again. So this is a 40% linen, 32% cotton, and 28% viscose blend. So we're looking at all plant fibers here. And you're going to get 280 meters per ball. So you're looking at close to 300 yards per ball. So this would be excellent for either a wraparound cover-up or a sweater cover-up. I think the sweater Cheryl made out of this was a cute little tank top. So very light, very breathable. So those plant fibers are going to be fantastic for summertime wear. So there are no color names associated with these, so I am going to read out the numbers for you guys. So this is color 0050. This is 0010. This is kind of more of the Christiana colors into the blues and purples, a little bit of pink in there. And there was kind of this really cool rusty burgundy color in there. I love the sheen on this guy. It's not shiny, but it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, so it looks very silky. And I pulled two of the same color. Well, how about that? This is color 0054. I meant to grab the green one, and I accidentally grabbed two of the same one. 54 is such a super fun color because this is the whole gambit of the rainbow. You've got a red into an orange. There's pale pink, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So you've got all your rainbow colors in there. So this is really, really fun yarn. Again, it's a DK weight. Very great for cover-ups because it is a plant-based fiber, breathable. So it's a linen, cotton, viscose blend. I almost said wool. I'm so used to saying wool when I'm talking about yarn, but there's no wool in here. It's cotton. So, and it comes in amazing, amazing colors. I only pulled 4 or 3 because I pulled 2 of the same one. Thanks, Marianne. That's the one I pulled 2 of. So this one that Marianne just handed me is kind of similar to the yellow in that it stays in the same color family. So you've got lighter shades of green going into darker greens on there, and that's color 17. So Lanello, this is amazingly fun yarn to work with. So I'm going off camera again. Another incredibly breathable yarn would be the Bamboo Pop. So it's a 50-50 cotton bamboo blend. So this I think would be great for more lacy looking cover up, whether it is the kind of wrap skirt type or a long sweater. The bamboo gives it just this really cool sheen to it. So it's like the cotton is the center fiber and the bamboo's kind of wrapped around it. So it's got this cool sheen on the outside. And I just made a shawl out of Bamboo Pop, and this is a wonderful yarn to work with, especially in the summertime because it is such a lightweight fiber. So if you're working on something big like a shawl and it's sitting on your lap, you're not going to overheat. So even if you're not going to make a cover up out of Bamboo Pop, this is a great summertime yarn to work with. So Bamboo Pop is also a DK weight, and like I said, it's a 50-50 cotton bamboo blend. And you have got 292 yards in here. Hi, Gloria. Let's see who all. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Kate. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Jolene. Hi, Ann. Thanks, guys, for joining us. So this is the... Marianne, I'm throwing yarn. That is the lime green color that I just threw on the floor. Thank you. And this is white. When I think cover-ups, I think like your more of the neutral colors because your swimsuit's usually kind of a brighter color. So I think the blacks, the whites, the beiges. So this I think would make a fantastic cover-up. So Bamboo Pop is $12.99 and it is DK weight again, and there are 292 yards in here. The next yarn, we've been talking about this yarn a lot because we really, really like it here. It's such an amazing yarn, such amazing colors. And guess what? It is part of our clearance sale. Yay! For those of you who aren't on the newsletter or haven't been on the website, our semi-annual clearance sale did start on Friday, and we've got things marked down up to 75% off. So this is the Rae Mel, and this is marked down to 25% off. So it's normally $18.99. It is now $14.24. And this is another great summertime yarn. Excuse me, it would make a great cover up. It is 58% cotton and 42% acrylic. Sorry. And this also has some really wonderful color changes in it. Excuse me. Oh goodness. The cotton's flying around here and I have horrible allergies. So this is the blue topaz colorway, and it's got deep blues, greens, purples, pinks in there. Thank you, Marianne. And for those of you who didn't know, Marmel is Old English for marble. So that's the blue topaz. This is Amazonite, and this is another super fun color because you've got greens, but you've got a splash of orange and red in there. And then this last color is called Mystic Quartz. And Mystic Quartz is another great yarn for those of you who love your rainbows. There is basically every color of the rainbow in here, maybe minus, oh no, there's some orange right there. So this is, excuse me, $14.24 per ball. And there are 273 yards in here. And I brought the Cara crochet wrap over to show you guys because I think this would make a cool cover up too. It is worked flat. This is crocheted. I think I said that. It's worked flat, but they put buttons on here on the shoulder, and it buttons right into the crocheted fabric, so you don't have to do a special buttonhole on it. So you can wear it just as a normal wrap, or you can wear it as kind of like this poncho, which I think would be really cute over a swimsuit. And to save you all a little bit of trouble, we do have kits made for the Cara crochet wrap that come with all the yarn you need to make it and the pattern. And it takes 7 buttons on the shoulder. They are about, I want to say 3/4 of an inch. They used a natural wood button on this guy, but I think it would look cool with a pearl button, maybe a glass button, something a little bit more on the plain side so that the yarn can really speak. So this is the Cara crochet wrap. And I think I neglected to mention the price. This guy's $37.99, and that's for the yarn and the pattern. But if you want to make your own, the Rae Mel is on sale right now for $14.24 per ball, DK weight, 273 yards, and it's a 58% cotton, 42% acrylic yarn. All right. Another wonderful summertime yarn would be Impressionist. And I have shown Impressionist to you guys before, but I finally finished my Impressionist project. So this is the Flora top. This is a crocheted top, and the yarn naturally stripes like this. This is a great kind of intermediate level crochet project. I'm gonna get a sip of water real quick. If you've never made a crocheted sweater before, I highly recommend this Flora pattern because it's just 2 equal-sized rectangles, and you seam it up the side and just across the shoulders. So the armholes are about 9 inches, the neck opening or head opening is about 10. So 2 equal-sized rectangles just sewed together so that you can pop your arms and your head out. So this is the Christiana-sized one. It took a little over 3 hanks of the Impressionist, but this is 65% cotton, 25% viscose, 10% linen yarn. So again, another great plant-based fiber. And it's also a DK weight at $22.99 per hank. And all of the yarns do, or all of the different colorways do stripe like this guy. This is actually the yarn that the color they used for the model. And normally I pick my own colors, but I'm like, that looks really great in that color. So I chose the color that they made the pattern out of, which is called Lady at the Table. And I love Impressionist because other than the yarn itself, it's named after different paintings from the Impressionist era. So Lady at the Table is what I used for the Flora top. This is called In the Meadow, and this has more of your rainbow type colors in there. It's got kind of a darker base, like a greenish brown, olive green base with splashes of color in there. And then for those of you who like your warm colors, this is Sunset near Arbonne. And this covers the gambit of warm colors. You've got your reds, oranges, pinks, and yellows in there. So again, that is Impressionist by Ella Rae, $22.99 per hank. This is DK weight, and there are 229 yards in the hank. I only pulled 3 colors. I want to say we've got 7 or 8 on the walls. So these were just the colors that really spoke to me today. Especially seeing as it's so dark outside, I really wanted something bright. Next I have Vivo. Marianne loves this yarn. How many times have you worked with Vivo, Marianne? Twice? So Vivo is by Barocco. This is 100% cotton, so 100% plant-based fiber. Great for summertime projects, including swimsuit cover-ups. Excuse me. Vivo is a self-striping yarn. So you've got all those different colors in there. This is $17.99 per ball. And you're getting about 317 yards per ball on this. And this is color 3517. That's a nice bright color. We just restocked on Meadow, which is color 3516. Let me show this in. This shows the colors a little bit better. I love this color combination because I can't really wear warm colors, but there's enough cold colors in this that to balance out that bright orange that I can get away with this color. So I really like that guy. But not as much, of course, as I love the purples. This color is called Rain, and it is 3533, and this is aquas and blues and purples. And I have a couple samples I can show you guys out of the Vivo. I don't have a swimsuit cover-up, but I do have this cute sweater. This is called Sapphire, and this is very size inclusive. It starts at 32.5-inch bust line all the way up to, let's see here. Oh, actually that's the waist measurement. 32.5-inch waist measurement to 76.5. And it takes anywhere from 3 to 8 balls using a size 4 and 6 knitting needle. And I'm sure you've probably seen Melanie wear this before. This is a really cute sweater. I love the shaping on it. It's so simple and it is so flattering to any body type. But this is a great example of how that yarn is going to self-stripe. And this is worked with a seed stitch, and the pattern is available both on Ravelry and Barocco's website. Again, it's called Sapphire. And this used color 3528, which out of all of them, this is probably the most subtle color. It's got the greens and the pink. The pink is a little splash of color in there. And then, got a shawl over here. Marianne left her shawl here, so I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys. Is this the Fractal Danger, Marianne? Oh wait, there's 2 shawls here. Yeah. So you have used it twice. So this is the Fractal Danger, right?
Fractal Danger.
Short rows?
Martina Bem.
Martina Bem. Oh, again, get on Ravelry and look up Martina Bem. She has the most amazing patterns. I've made 2 or 3 of hers, including the Hitchhiker. If you know the Hitchhiker, you have made a Martina Bem pattern. What's this one called, Marianne?
Fractal Danger.
No, this one.
Ardor.
Ardor? Ardor? Is that on Ravelry?
It is. I will put it out there.
Cool. So Marianne's going to feed these patterns into the chat line so you guys can see. But this color just reminds me of, I know it's called rain, but it really does remind me of rain. I love the blues and purples in there. And it's super, super lightweight. So this yarn works up absolutely beautifully. So that is the Vivo $17.99 100% cotton self-striping yarn. And it has Marianne's seal of approval on it. It does. All right. So keeping on the Barocco thought, my next yarn is called Summer Sesame. And if you've watched, I think it was last week, I showed off my sweater that I made from Summer Sesame. This yarn it's a worsted weight, so it's a little bit heavier. It's $19.99 per ball. And the fiber content on this is cotton, acrylic, nylon. So it's mostly cotton, little bit of acrylic, little bit of nylon. It makes really, really nice sweaters. And because of the fiber content, it is very lightweight, very great for summer wear. Marianne, can you put a pattern into the feed for me?
Sure.
It's called Benedetta, Bendetta. It's a Ravelry pattern, or not Ravelry, excuse me, Barocco pattern that is on Ravelry. It's a crocheted sweater.
Got it.
Cool. So Marianne's going to put the sweater that I made into the Ravelry, my goodness, I'm getting my social media feeds mixed up, into the Ravelry pattern into the Facebook feed for you guys. But this both knits and crochets beautifully. This would make an absolutely excellent sweater cover up because it is so lightweight. And it's got amazing colors. This one is called Kaleidoscope. It is color 5252. And this covers the whole gambit of both cold and warm colors. So great for everybody. This is color 5245, and this is definitely on the darker side. There are blues, turquoises, greens, and there's a little splash of gray in there. And then this one's called Coral. This one I remember. This is color number 5236. And it's mostly pink, but it's got a huge splash of purple in there. And this is a great neutral. This is color 5250. And I think this is a fantastic neutral. This would make a great swimsuit cover-up. So again, that is the Summer Sesame by Barocco. This is a worsted weight yarn. It's 47% cotton, 44 acrylic, 9 nylon, and there are 295 yards in here, so it's $19.99 per ball. And this does have a nice subtle striping effect to it too. We love our self-striping yarns here. a little hint about self-striping yarns. If people ask you about it, just say, yeah, I meant to put those stripes in there. Don't tell them that the yarn did it. They'll never know the difference. So my last cover-up suggested yarn would be the Juniper Moon Cumulus. This is a 94% cotton, 6% nylon yarn, and it is spun so beautifully. This is probably the softest cotton yarn you will ever hold in your hands. And this is also part of our clearance sale. This is the solids are $17.21 per hank. This color is called Being Cherry, and it is a super bright, super cheerful red. The Cumulus is hand wash only, and we're looking at 251 yards per hank. This also has a lovely drape to it. It makes wonderful shawls. This color, I love this color. This is turquoise, and it's just a happy, cheerful color. This one really, I think it just kind of bounces off the wall. It's so bright and so wonderful. And then this last guy is Sea Foam. I think that kind of fits the beach theme, you know, sea, beach, sea foam. This is a lovely pale mint color. It's definitely a green, but it kind of leans more towards the blue side of green. I know it looks probably different in person than it does on your monitor, but guys, this yarn is so soft, and I have made a shawl with it, and it is wonderful to knit with. So again, Juniper Moon Cumulus. This is a worsted weight yarn. There are 251 yards here, and it is part of our clearance at $17.31 per hank. I only pulled the 3 colors, but we've got about 7 on the wall, including a couple neutrals. But the bright colors, with it being so cloudy today, just are really, really speaking to me. All right. So moving on from swimsuit cover-ups, another thing that is really helpful whether you're at the beach or at the pool is definitely a hat. Protects your skin from being burned, protects your scalp from being burned. So I have a few suggestions for hats here. First, we're going to start with the Noro Sogno. This is also part of our summer clearance. So this is normally $17.99 per ball, and it is now $13.49. This yarn is really, really great for accessories because it is paper. It's a linen paper polyamide blend, and it's a DK weight yarn. We have it in 3 colors. So we've got color 18, which is red, color 14, which is green, and it has a little bit of tonal effect to it. So this is kind of different from your normal Noro yarns in that it isn't a bright self-striping yarn. This is more of a subtle tonal. And then we've got color number 1, which is a nice neutral. It's kind of a creamy grayish tan, a little bit of all 3 of those colors in there. Let's see here, there's 140 meters per ball, so you're looking at about 153, 155 yards. And it's normally $17.99, and it's part of our clearance sale at $13.49. So we also have this wonderful book of patterns using the Sogno. And here is a fantastic example of a great beach-going hat that you can make from the Sogno. It is crocheted, so yay, crocheters! This would take 2 balls of the Sogno, and it uses a size D crochet hook, or for those of us who crochet tightly, a size E or F. But it is a really cool rolled brim hat. And because of the fiber content in here, you don't have to worry about any kind of like fabric stiffener to work on the brim. It'll naturally kind of fold over, and then you can kind of fold it up if you need to. And this is just a super cute project. It is just simple single crochet in the round. The little string here you make separately and then put on later. So the Sogno pattern book is $3.99, but there are 8 patterns in here, and they are all really, really awesome. The Sogno, you cannot wash this stuff. It is dry clean only because of the paper content in it. but this makes excellent hats, and it'll make another excellent project that I'm going to talk about in a minute. So again, a Sogno part of the summer clearance sale, and it is a DK weight yarn. It is $13.49 per ball for about 150, 355 yards. So another trend that I'm seeing on Ravelry are bucket hats. So the bucket hats are very similar to the hat I just showed you, which of course I just closed the book on. So that's a good example of a bucket excuse me, a bucket hat. So what I would recommend for a bucket hat would be a cotton yarn, something easy to care for. So if it gets dirty, you can pop it in the washer. Something where if you get sand or dirt in it, you could just pick it up, shake it off, put it on. So what I would recommend is this Cotton Supreme yarn by Universal. This is a worsted weight yarn, 100% cotton, and there are 180 yards in here for $10.95. This is a great cotton. I've made bags out of this. I've made pot holders. It is very, very soft. I know when we hear 100% cotton, we think of the older yarns where the cotton was kind of stiff and splitty and not a lot of fun to work with. This yarn is incredibly soft, incredibly easy to work with. It cleans up like a dream. It blocks beautifully. So this would make an excellent bucket hat. It has enough body to it that it would work great on those brims, so you could fold them up or roll them down, whatever the need may present. So of course I pulled the purple. This is lavender, and we've got apricot, and I only pulled 3 again, but we've got about 10 colors of this on the wall right now. And this is daiquiri. I used daiquiri to make a trivet that looks like a little pie, and I made it look like a key lime pie, so I used daiquiri for the filling color. So that is the Cotton Supreme, again $10.95 per hank, and you're getting 180 yards. So for a bucket hat, because of the longer brim, you'd probably need 2 of these. You might not use the full second hank, but you would probably use a good chunk of it. So this is great for not only hats but also bags. So now we're moving on to bags, because when you go to the beach or the pool, you need a bag to put your sunscreen in, your cover up in, and if it's a day like today, you may want to throw in an umbrella and a rain jacket just in case. So looking back at the Sogno, I've got Noro issue number 20. This is $9.99, and this has a wonderful crocheted bag pattern using the Sogno. This, if you're a crocheter, this is a great issue of Noro to pick up. I highly, highly recommend it. I have a copy of it myself because Noro's looking more at crocheting. So this magazine is a good balance of both knitting and crocheting. So a lot of the yarn companies are looking more at crochet because there are more and more of us every day. So this is a great issue for both knitters and crocheters. So the bag I just showed you, let's see if I can pull the sticky note off without ripping it. It's called a Fraser bag, and it uses half double crochets and chain ones to create the body. If you are crocheting a bag, whether you're using a pattern or making it up, as some of us do, I would highly, highly recommend using either a single crochet or half double crochet because the stitches are stronger. The taller the stitch, the more lacy your pattern's going to be, and the less sturdy it's going to be. So these 2 shorter stitches are great for bags. They don't stretch as much, and they're very, very sturdy. So singles and half doubles are the way to go with bags. And they do utilize double crochet at the top of the bag and the handle, but that works just fine with the Sogno because it is a paper linen blend. It's not going to stretch. And I think this sweater on the cover is absolutely adorable too. So this is a great issue. It's got sweaters, it has bags, it has accessories, and oh my gosh, there is so much crochet in this issue. I'm so happy. So again, that is the Noro issue 20, and it is $9.99, and it has great hat and bag patterns in it, so I highly, highly recommend. And Marianne, I forgot to pull a sample that I needed. the Japanese knot bag. Thank you. The joys of live streaming. This is the Universal Yarn Japanese knot bag, and this currently we only have it in the colors of aqua and multi. It is $44.99, and you get the printed pattern and then all the yarn you need to make the bag. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So this is a great example of utilizing that half double crochet stitch. If you notice, there's not a lot of give to this. This stitch is very, very sturdy. And this would be a great bag, I think, to keep snacks in, to keep your lunch in. Great for crafters because it is a smaller bag, so it would be great for traveling with. But you've got the two straps in here, so what you do is you feed the longer strap through the shorter one, and that closes it up. The yarn included in the kit is a raffia yarn, so you're looking at another plant-based fiber, very paper-like in texture. So it can be just a little difficult, not a lot difficult, a little difficult to work with, but if you slow down and take your time, you're going to have a really, really neat bag when you're done with it. So we're currently out of stock of the black colorway of this, but we do have the aqua. So the kit does come with the raffia yarn, so you've got 2 spools of each color and printed pattern. And this is a super fun, super fast crochet project. And I love, I'm going to see if I could, there we go. I love the look of the half doubles. I tell my crochet students it looks like kind of half a star because you're pulling your yarn through all the loops on your hook. And it's just a really cool texture, and again, a very, very sturdy, reliable stitch. So this, I used a size I on this, but keep in mind too, I crochet very, very tightly. So I probably upped my hook size. But it was a really, really fun pattern to make. It's just done in the round and super fast, super fun. Great bag for bringing to the beach, bringing to the pool. So again, this isn't something you can wash because of the raffia, but you can just dust it off really easy. And honestly, the multicolor does hide dirt very well. So again, that is the Japanese knot bag by Universal Yarn. And I've got a couple market bags over here. Sorry, going off camera. So first, I've got the Pazar market bag. These are by Earth Yarns. And the Pazar bag is the knitted bag. This uses a unique cotton, which if you're familiar with the unique fingering, has a really, really cool striping effect to it. So this is the same thing on a cotton-based yarn. So, it comes in this really cool bag, and I think the skeins are tied together. That's why I can't get it out of there. But this is a really cool gray color, and here is the Pazar market bag right there. You can see the stitch definition in there, and this does come with a code for the pattern. So the kit comes with both the yarn and the pattern, and it comes in this really cool bag. And if you're familiar with Earth Yarns, for every skein they sell, they plant a tree. So for every skein we sell, we get to help them plant trees. I think our last order we planted about 45 trees, which is really, really cool. They're a very environmentally friendly company, and their yarns are stunning. They use natural dyes, which is fantastic, and the Pazar market bag is $44.99. So this is colorway 1076 is the gray. I pulled over another one, which also happens to be the same color. Well, how about that? I'm on a roll tonight. I'm just pulling the same colors. But yeah, so the cotton is great for bags because of its sturdiness. And this has a really cool lace pattern to it, and the yarn is going to stripe beautifully. So you're going to have this really cool striped market bag. Great for farmers markets too, which is why it's called a market bag. But a lot of places too, if you bring a bag like this, we'll give you a discount. So if you're shopping and you use your bag instead of theirs, see if maybe they'll give you a little discount on it. So this is the Dunya market bag. So this is kind of the crocheted version of the same bag. Just having a hard time getting that on the camera. There we go. And this one also comes with a code to get the pattern on Ravelry. And this comes with monochrome cotton. So the monochrome cotton is another 100% cotton yarn, but the difference is the monochrome is more of a tonal, so it's not going to have the striping effect to it. And let's see here, this is color 1204, and this is a very, very lovely teal yarn. So these are both DK weight. I think I neglected to mention that. DK weight yarn, 100% mercerized cotton. They can be machine washed, but they still need to be laid flat to dry. And let's see what this color is. Maybe I pulled a different color. 1204. Nope, I pulled the same color of both kits of the crochet kit too. But like the knit kit, it comes in a really cool earth yarn bag. You've got the pattern code and 2 skeins of the yarn to make the bag with. So these are just a few ideas for beach or pool friendly projects. So you've got your cover-ups, you've got your hats, you've got your bags. And if you guys have any other ideas that you think we may have glossed over, be sure to put them in our Facebook feed so we can let everybody know what you're thinking about and what can be used as a pool-friendly project. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. And yeah, I'm going to a concert after this. Hopefully we don't get rained out, but Longmont Concert Band's playing at Collier Park at 6:30, so if you guys want to come see us, that would be totally awesome. And I hope you guys have a very lovely week. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.